it is my opinion from what I see that this Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, all she's doing is male bashing, black male bashing of black men. She accuses Nick Cannon and Cam Newton of having children out of wedlock and thereby destroying the black family. The reality of the situation is that black women apply for more divorces than black men. We can look at Tyrese as an example. We can look at Tia Mowry divorcing her husband. She said she had, I believe it was, graduated from marriage. And how many men think that Will Smith should have divorced his wife? I mean, look at the men, high value men who have gotten married and their wives have left them and took everything they could get. And when we look at this scenario, I have to ask you, should high value men get married? Should they get married? Is it worth the risk? If they want children, is it worth the risk to get married? Or is it worth the risk to have a child by a woman of your choice and pay the child support and be a part of your child's life? And in some situations, you can get custody of your children. And I'm going to say this. You can read all the books you want, but if this Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, if she has never been married, then she don't know what a family is, as far as I'm concerned. Because a family is not about a man and a woman being married. That's a couple. A family is about raising children. It's about a man and a woman supporting each other in the raising of their child. A man and woman can be married and do nothing but argue, fuss, and fight. Yeah, that's a family. But is it a healthy family? No, it's not. You see, raising children is more than just a man and a woman being in a house together. And sometimes a divorce is the best thing. If you are married to someone that is not on the same page with you, or doesn't care about the children, or is selfish, then you should get out of that marriage. And see, I can speak on this because I was married. I never thought I would get divorced. My wife applied for a divorce. I gave it a house and everything, expecting, because I wanted to, even though I wasn't there, I still wanted them to have their own roof over their head. And then she moved in a Pookie. Married a Pookie. It didn't last long. But anyway, 3 years later, after my divorce, I got custody of my children and I raised my children. I had my son, and while raising my children, I had my son in sports, and my daughter was she was in sports, and she was a cheerleader on my son's football team. And I made sure they got their work done, their schoolwork done, and they didn't finish college, but I gave them the opportunity to go to college. So I don't know what all these women complaining about, with one child, complaining about raising a child. One child. I raised two. And they're crying about raising a child. And I say this to say that men make the best parents. And this has been proven. And this Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, she should know that men make the best parents. And in a divorce, the child would be better off with the father. That's based on facts. But to go back on this point, but accusing them of breaking up families. See, so in essence, it's not so. What is a family? A family has to be a man and woman who works together for a common goal, and they create a family. But a mother and father is what a child needs. Two people whose interests are for the child, not a man who loves his family and then a selfish woman, or a selfish man or a woman that loves the family. They both have to be on the same page. But if you watch the videos on YouTube, on TikTok, black women are the least marriageable women based on their actions and based on the videos that they make. So this Dr. Bryant, as far as I'm concerned, she is just another, in my opinion, she is a divider of black men and women. She, in my opinion, is a divestor. One minute she says that Cam Newton, he's a great father, blah, 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 blah. But you breaking up the family. What's more important, being a great father or being a part of a dysfunctional family? Common sense says the father is. And I wish that I should have gotten custody of my children when I got divorced. I didn't drink and I didn't do drugs. I was the better parent. But see, all of that isn't taken into consideration. The woman automatically gets the kids. And for Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, she should know this. She should know that men make better parents. And if Cam Newton is a good father, then he's doing what God wants us to do. Be fruitful and multiply. But now I'm going straight back at her. Where are your children? Are you being fruitful and multiplying? See, before you talk about somebody else, you shouldn't be in a glass. You are in a glass house. Can you get along with a man? Are you submissive? Are you wife material? Because most women will tell you that women nowadays are not wife material. And with this being the case, Nick Cannon and Cam Newton did the right thing. They had their kids, they support their kids, and they are a part of their kids' life. They are good fathers. And the mothers of those children should back up those good fathers, as he should back up the mothers if they are good mothers. And that's how that works. To be a mother and a father, children need mothers and fathers, not families. They need mothers and fathers. That's what they need, not family. And this Dr. Cheyenne Bryant should know this. She should know this. I know this because I have the experience. That's why I know this. All she is, in my opinion, she is just supporting white supremacists in their attack on black men. And going back, and I'm going to repeat this one time, and even though it's not about family, it's about good mothers and fathers, if she wants to talk about families, she should get a group of black women together and tell them If you're going to get married, commit to the marriage. Learn how to talk to your husband. If he's working 12 and 14 hours a day to take care of the family, don't be out dating Pookie and Ray Ray. Don't go out and get pregnant by another man. And if a man believes in you and he's doing the right thing and he's not cheating on you, then honor your vows. But like I'm saying, this Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, if you're not married, and all you're doing and you're getting all this crap out of a book, well, guess what? You can read a book and learn, and it'll tell you how to drive a car. But to drive a car, you have to get in there, put your foot on the gas and the steering wheel and drive it. In other words, if you don't have the experience, you are not the professional that you think you are. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later. But I feel I have to defend black men.